Ian Bell. Hannah Zick. Bradley Kaiserward. Daisy Komojuni. Andrew Lloyd. Hillary Diane Lundy. Sean McMahon. Hannah Cornelia Moore. Jessica Rogers.
Good job. Okay, we'll get this guy first.
Kevin James Rose.
Well done, man. The people you hired, take pictures of them. Enjoy. Thank you very much.
Oladayo Owolabi Sanusi. Brett Joseph Snell.
Brad, congratulations.
Kirk Andrew Thomas.
We got more? Mom right there. Was that Mom? I thought it was New York Times. Looks like it. Enjoy it.
Zachary Graham Woodbeck Buchanan.
Zach, well done. Congratulations. Some paparazzi guy there. Enjoy. Well done.
Please join me in congratulating the recipients of Bachelor of Arts degrees in the Honors Program. Mr. Chancellor, I am pleased to present for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Honors Program the candidate whose name will be read, whom the Senate has duly declared worthy of the honor, that the candidate may receive the degree at your hands. Rasha Al-Radadi. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of the Bachelor of Science degree in the Honors Program. Mr. Chancellor, I ask you to confer degrees in absentia on candidates whose names are before you and who are unable to be with us today. I now call upon Provost and Vice President Academic Dr. Gary Boire to recognize students who have achieved remarkable academic success in their studies.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Trent. Mr. Chancellor, I would like to draw attention to the medals and honors at the back of the Convocation program. Mr. Chancellor, the Dean's Honor Roll recognizes undergraduate students who've achieved 80% or better in their most recent session and have maintained a cumulative average of 75% or higher. In the program, a small double cross identifies those graduates who've achieved this distinction. A small single cross identifies those students who are on the President's Honor Roll for having maintained a cumulative average of 80% or better. Please join me in congratulating the members of both the Dean's Honor Roll and the President's Honor Roll for their outstanding performance. Mr. Chancellor, Professor David Newhouse will now introduce the honor song. David?
Before all words can be spoken, we bring greetings to all of creation, and we give thanks for another day of life. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, honored guests, graduates. In the custom of the first peoples of this land, we offer the sound of the drum and our voices to honor our mother, the earth. We send our profound and deepest regrets and thanks to all of creation. We ask creation to continue to support life as she has since time out of memory. In our teachings, the sound of the drum represents the heartbeat of the universe. The original sound of creation infuses our being and reverberates still throughout the universe. We sound the drum to connect us with all of creation, to celebrate life, and to honor those among us who have achieved so much. We offer these words of praise to those who are graduating this day. We offer these words of thanksgiving to those who have made these accomplishments possible. We offer these words of respect to those who have come before us and who have brought dignity to our lives. We offer these words to remind us to live with kindness, honesty, sharing, courage, and respect. We offer these words to honor Stephen Stone, whose achievements included naming our own Arthur, encompass every part of the Canadian and American entertainment industry. He deserves a category of Juno, all his own. Today, we offer this song so that scars inflicted on all of us by Indian residential schools can heal and we can find ways to live well together. We offer this song to accompany you on your travels. May you travel well, and may your lives be filled with grace and dignity. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, honored guests, graduates, I have the pleasure of presenting Unity and the Honor Song. And they will sing A Good Mind, A Good Path, a Haudenosaunee song that speaks to the power of the good mind. And may I ask you to stand for the Honor Song.
Dawada Neo Halio Yo Hoea Yo Hoea Hanio Leo Kanawea Hea Hanio Gas Dawada Hida Neo Yo ho,
Thank you very much, Unity. May you travel well, and may you be well, and you may be seated.
Oops. Mr. Chancellor, I would like to invite Trent alumnus Professor Catherine Campbell to welcome the graduating class. Catherine.
For a minute there, I thought I was going to have to do it myself. Well, it's been a long day. Mr. Chancellor, President Groark, members of the Board of Governors and Senate, faculty and staff, honored guests, graduates, yay! My name is Catherine Campbell, and I am a proud, very proud member of the class of 1965. I'm here today to bring greetings on best wishes on behalf of the Trent Alumni Association, in total to 117 BBA graduates and 25 joint degrees with business administration. Convocation is a very special time, and I've had the pleasure of attending many convocations. It's become a competition today. I don't think I can match the president's, though. I've attended Trent convocations as a student, as a parent, and now as a faculty member. My first convocation at Trent was on May 30th, 1969, and it was just as nice as today, and it was a great family affair for me. I received an honors BA in English. My twin sister received an honors Bachelor of Science in Biology, and my future husband received an honors degree in History and Politics. We were part of a small and privileged group of students who attended Trent during its formative years, when bold and idealistic men and women dreamed into existence this very beautiful university. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the actual hood and gown that I wore on May 30th, 1969. Suitably sized to fit many years, obviously. Don't get to wear it often. Most recently, my youngest son walked across this podium to get his BBA in administration. And so I know, ladies and gentlemen, just what you felt today. And so I think, although normally I'm supposed to ask them to thank you, I'd like you to whoop it up and say, thank God they finally got her done, okay? In 1978, I began teaching in what was then the newly created Administrative and Policy Studies program, cutely shortened down to A&P, after it became the Business Administration program that we know today. And I have watched 37 years of business graduates graduate, and it's always a great day every time. Today, as I attend my last Trent convocation before retirement, it is indeed my honor to address you and welcome you as graduates of 2015 into the Trent alumni family. When Trent opened in 1964, there were 100 students. And we use that all the time, and I thought I'd use a little visual for you. There are 96 graduates on the stage here today. There are about 25 faculty, staff, and guests here on the stage today. That was the size of the entire university when Trent opened in 1964. 100 students, 25 faculty and staff. That was it. I think that's pretty impressive that we've gotten to where we are today, 50 years later, with some 44,000 graduates around the world, and friends of Trent all around the world, not just graduates, families, friends, relatives, faculty, staff, board members, donors, all who believe in the Trent academic vision. We are a comparatively small Ontario university, but boy, we punch way above our weight class, and I don't want any of you to ever forget that, all right? As you progress through your careers, and you will all have them, seek out Trent alumni and friends to build your work and your personal networks. You will find friends of Trent in the most unusual places, and not just the bars and the pubs, they'll be all over the place. Promote Trent whenever you can and wherever you can. During a job interview or during a community service event, embrace the opportunity when they say, "Trent, where's that?" to tell them exactly where it is and what we do. Tell them, for example, about your classroom and your work experiences and your student life experiences. Tell them what it means to have a drumlin on campus. Tell them how to pronounce Zosky, or maybe even spell it. Tell them stuff about Trent that makes us stand out. Your colleagues will appreciate your enthusiasm, and your word-of-mouth advertising will be infinitely invaluable to Trent as we grow and prosper. And finally, please stay in touch through your faculty, through your college, and through the Alumni Association. Come back for special events, such as the Head, but also come back just to visit. Today, we celebrate your accomplishments. Congratulations, and we wish you all the best in all of your future endeavors. Well done.
Thank you, Catherine. I want to, as the ceremony draws to a close, I want to ask you to join me in expressing some thanks to people. And perhaps I should begin with the tradition that Catherine switched around, because I don't want to forget that tradition. So I would like to ask all the graduates to stand. And I do want to note that you and ourselves as well, all thanks to the people out there, your friends, your family, your partners, your spouses, maybe your children. They provided you with emotional support when you needed it. I'm a parent and will say that I suspect they provided more than emotional support. There's lots to be appreciative there. So I would like you to lead us in a thank you to your friends and family who are joining us today. And I'm going to say, I think that's, quite a polite thank you, but I think you can do better than that. So come on. Again. Well, yes. Thank you so much. You can be seated. You taught them well. Hopefully we did as well. I'd like to thank some other people as well. Please join me in thanking Joanne Sokolowski, who is, please stand, and all the people who organized the events today. Thank you to the Unity Singers for presenting the honor song. And thank you to all the Trent faculty, staff, and members of the board for all you do for students. I want to say congratulations to Dr. Stephen Stone. Congratulations to all our new alumni, and maybe a special congratulations to all the people who have been recognized with special awards this afternoon. I'd like to invite everybody to join us in the Great Hall of Champlain College following the ceremony for a reception. Please note that the procession will leave the stage following the singing of O Canada. Out of respect, I would ask you to remain standing until the procession has departed. Mr. Chancellor, I now call upon you to dismiss Convocation.
As the ceremony draws to a close, I'd like to thank all of you for being here today. And graduates, on a very personal note, it was an honor for me to shake every one of your hands and be photographed with you. The single most important thing you must remember is that when you post that photo on Twitter, I'm at DTapScott, okay? At DTapScott, write it down. And I hope that we'll continue to communicate. You don't have to call me Mr. Chancellor, only in the formal ceremony. When I became the Chancellor, I thought that my wife and kids should refer to me as Mr. Chancellor, and that did not go over very well, so I've kind of given up on that one. And I think I also speak on behalf of all the parents and the friends and faculty, staff, guests here today, when I do say, in a heartfelt way, it's been an honor to be part of your ceremony, and you all deserve to feel very, very proud of yourselves. This convocation marks the end of one chapter of your life, but it starts the beginning of another. And no matter where that takes you, Trent will always be an important part of who you are. And I'd like to just tell a story about that. When I graduated from Trent, Dr. Stephen Stone and I were actually in the first class. And it was a great thrill for me today to confer an honorary doctorate on this enormously accomplished and important Canadian. But I lost touch with the university. It was a couple of decades, really, went by, and I started to think, maybe I should reconnect with Trent. And it wasn't so much out of a sense of obligation, and it wasn't really out of a sense of the benefits for me of networking and other things, of which there have been many. But it was more out of a sense that this is a very important little institution, and that it's worth protecting, it's worth developing, and it's worth cherishing. And I hope that all of you won't make the same mistake that I made, and that you'll keep up the relationship, because Trent needs you, and I found out I have benefited from fulfilling my need for Trent as well. So I'd encourage you to stay in touch and get involved, and I can speak from experience when I say that it's enormously rewarding to help generations behind you to reach this special day for themselves. Just a couple of points to close. There's been a lot of talk about the future, and I know some of you have some anxiety. Dr. Peter Raymond, who received an honorary degree yesterday, told the class, "Don't worry, things will happen." And he quoted, and I'll quote now, and it's sort of in the spirit of what Dr. Stephen Stone was saying, "Allow destiny to find you, and it will happen. A dream will form for you. And hopefully, you'll get lucky." Now, what is luck? Well, luck is really the intersection between preparation and opportunity. And you've been preparing yourself now throughout your entire life for an opportunity to appear. And it will appear, so be patient. Now, sometimes in these closing remarks, chancellors give helpful practical advice, so I'd like to dispense with that quickly too. Buy a good suit, but focus on the shirt and the shoes, because it's all about the accessories. Use SPF. Remember always to floss. I can't overemphasize the importance both for dental hygiene and for fresh breath. And please never show up for a job interview with alcohol on your breath. Okay? So, any questions? Okay, I think we can move forward then. So, you have a bright future. How about the future? Well, it's no surprise to you that my generation is leaving your generation with a world that's not that great. Sorry about that. The world is too unequal, it's too conflicted, it's too unjust, and it's too unstable. And we're going through huge transformation in Canada and the world as we move from a traditional industrial economy in Canada based on resources towards a knowledge economy. And every institution in our society, not just corporations and governments and democracy and education and the media and science and so on, are going through huge changes right now. And history is really calling you forth. Now, I don't want to put too much pressure on you guys, but it's going to be up to your generation to solve these big problems in your community and in the world. Now, I'm not suggesting that each of you go out and become prime minister or leader of the world or something like that, but you can bring about change. Change in your workplace, change in your community, change in your family, change in the school if you're teaching, change everywhere. And you have an opportunity to teach your children well. And I'm very optimistic because not only are you a generation with great values, and I've studied you extensively as a generation, but at your fingertips, you have the most powerful tool ever for innovation, for finding out what's going on, for informing others, for organizing collective responses, and for bringing about not just innovation and wealth creation, but social change and justice. Now, parents, you may not know what I'm talking about. It's this whole thing called the interweb. Now, and this is going to be very, very big. Some of you may have been to the Google. Has anyone here been to the Google? You ask it a question, it gives you an answer, or you got the whole Twitterverse, and you put up your Instagrams and all that kind of stuff. Now, seriously, in the spirit of the digital age, I would like to take this opportunity to record this moment with a little selfie, if that's okay. So, could we have the graduating class stand, please? Put your hands in the air and make a very loud noise. There'll be an Instagram of that very, very soon. Just have to talk to my people who can show me how to do that. Yesterday, Dr. Peter Raymond, one of the greatest living filmmakers, watched me struggle trying to reverse the camera on the selfie. It was very, very embarrassing. Sorry, if I can find my notes here. So I am optimistic about the future, and I can see the passion and desire that you will bring to the next endeavors. So go make your mark on the world, make us all proud, reach for the stars, and work hard not just to be prosperous, but to make this smaller world that your children inherit a better one. The convocation is now dismissed.